Hi everyone. Now that we've made our plan for our narrative topic and using sequence of events to write our story, we're going to work on writing our beginning. Beginnings in a narrative story are really important because they help the reader understand where and when the story takes place. We call that the setting. And we also help the reader understand who the characters are in the story and what might be happening with them. The craft that we're going to use in our writing today is called specific details. Specific details are the specific names of people, places, and things. Specific details, though, can also be things such as numbers when we talk about what time it is or what somebody's home address is. We can also call those specific numbers as well. So when I start writing my beginning, I'm focusing on the setting and the characters, and I'm going to use specific details to do that. So we're going to work on the convention of indenting our first main body paragraph. And before I start my actual writing, I just want to remind myself my narrative topic is about taking Marley for a walk, and some of my ideas are about sunset, 7 p.m., going for the walk, and it's Marley and I. So I'm going to indent. That's where we use 2 fingers to space. And then we're going to start the actual writing. So I'm going to start with a capital letter. Notice my capital letter touches top to bottom of the line, and I cross the T across the top. The sun was, and I'm talking about the past tense, so I'm using the helping verb of was just beginning to set, and there's a specific time that Marley and I go for our walk, and the clock struck 7 o'clock p.m. So that's one of those specific details where it's a number, but specifically my reader knows what time Marley and I go for this walk. That is the end of my complete sentence, so I'm going to put a period at the end of that sentence. And now I need to help the reader understand what's going to happen now that it's 7 o'clock and the sun is starting to set. And it is time to take. Marley is the specific name of a dog, or my dog. And you know what? I was just thinking it would probably be helpful for my reader to know what Marley is. He's my dog. So it would be a lot different if Marley were my child of the events that are about to take place in my story. Time to take Marley, my dog, for a walk. And when it's walking time, it's exciting. So I'm going to use an exclamation point at the end of that sentence. So let's see, the very next thing I did just to help my reader get started was, in order to take Marley for a walk, and this is why it was important to know that Marley's a dog, I hooked on his leash and collar, because that's what dogs need so that they don't run away and become endangered or get into trouble. So I hooked on his leash and collar, and away we went. Exclamation point. So that's the end of my beginning. When I read my work back to make sure that I did use those specific details, specific names of people, places, or things, I know that 7 o'clock p.m. is the specific name or time, of what time we are going. Marley is the name of the dog of who I'm taking a walk with. And even I is a specific detail because I'm referring to myself. Your job today is to write a beginning that introduces the reader to the setting and the characters using specific details. Happy writing!